Hi and welcome to DIY with Steve. Today we're going to do a walkthrough on one of the vans that we've been working on. We're going to do the exterior today, might do the interior depending on how long the video goes, but I'm going to introduce you to the Peringa. It's a 2012 24 foot, 26 foot with the drawbar, dual axle, very well balanced caravan. Steel construction. She's old, not fiberglass, still running plates on the side. Okay, so from the front we've got, as per government requirements, all the petrol, diesel and fuel has been moved to the front of the caravan. 2 gas cylinders, stone guard, obviously to protect your caravan. Done away with the wind-up wheel. We've actually got a hydraulic system at the front to raise it instead. As we come this way, coloured petrol, diesel. The first steel cans over plastic, always have. These have been proven, tried and tested with all the trips that have been done with it. Going to the front locker. Front locker is where we carry the leveling system. There's going to be another video on the power board system and how that was installed. Very easy. That's one of the things that I did as well. Aluminium plate on the front to protect us guarding. That protects the shield front window, so it just unclips, slides up and locks in place, so you've got like a small awning on the window as well. This side's the bed. As we come around this side of the van, it's got a tunnel that goes through the van, so we've put larger doors in, which makes it easier to access. Just drops down, and that's where the chairs, portable tables, deluxe clothes hoist and everything else goes through, and it goes from this side of the van all the way through to the other side, which makes it really handy to be able to get into. Now, one of the videos that we are going to be doing is changing this door out because the side of the van got hit, so it's actually cracked the framework down here, so we're going to replace this door because there's also damage to the hinge down here. Nice solid door. As we go down the side of the van, obviously TV antenna. If you're going on holiday, we don't look at TVs. I don't think the couple that owns this look at TVs. Windows are going to have to be replaced. Obviously with age, they're fiberglass, starting to do a bit of cracking and very light surface cracking at the top. As you can see, the top window's already been done. You can see the difference in the colours, because you can never match the same. Going down the side of the van, obviously vents, going to internal van, 15 amp, 240 volt inlet. If you come down lower here, the batteries on this van are actually on the outside, so she's running 3 100 amp lithium batteries behind these casings, hence why they're locked up so no one can walk off with them. External to the van, grey water drain point, fresh water inlet into the van. Now, if you come closer, one of the things that we've done is we've switched to gear lock fittings on the drain because it keeps everything nice and clean. Very quick to attach the hose, and once that's on, it keeps the drain system nice and clean. We've also adapted a standard Holman hose fitting with a cap to protect the inlet, to make sure that the inlet as well is protected from dust and anything else that goes in. So nice and solid lock, obviously just a small stone guard in front. We come back up, hot water system, storage tank, runs on gas as well as 240 volt. Now this caravan did have a 3-way fridge. The owners have gone away from the 3-way fridge and gone to a actual refrigerated unit, so this vent down here is no longer used, so we don't actually have to oscillate the air through. The only wet vent that's used is the one up here. Okay, and that's to let the hot air out. Obviously more vents into the Caravan just to make sure that the air is circulating throughout the van. Again, got a couple of cracks up here with age. Now as we go into the van, we'll see that there's a L-shaped settee. Very painful to get into. Every time you wanted to get into it, you actually had to, that's a truck. You actually had to get the cushions off and take the boards off and everything else. So we put this in. So he's got a couple of chainsaw, blower, but stores all of his outdoor cooking gear, and there's a hole going all the way through. Now one of the videos that we're going to talk about later on as well is the diesel heater that's going into the van. Right up the other end there is where it's going to be installed. Exactly the same type of door as the front. Now this van has 2 freshwater tanks. One sits about here, just above the axle. The other one sits just forward of it. The grey water tank sits forward of that. So there's literally no weight at the back end of the van, which is a good thing. Obviously that one feeds the rear tank, that one feeds the front. Nicely locked, so no one can actually pour anything into them or steal any water or anything else. Not that that's going to happen. As we come around the back of the van, Mickey Blue 4 kV inverter. Highly recommend Mickey Blue. Very nice box. You don't actually have to open the box to be able to run the generator. You pop this flap here, around this side, pop this flap here for the exhaust, and that has got a wireless starting system, so you can just start it. What I'll do is I'll pop this. So we insulated this for them. That's strapped in, it's not going anywhere. Key start. Nice wiring system to 2 outlets on the outside. One 15 amp, one 10 amp. The 15 amp allows them to plug into the side of the Caravan so that they can run this and keep the Caravan nicely charged up as well. And when it's locked up, it's all ready to go. Makes it nice and easy. Obviously, the trusty rubbish bag, everyone's got to have one of those, especially if you're going off-grid. You can put just about anything in it. It's quite large. Spare tyre. Now they are looking at putting dual spares on the back. Still trying to figure out how we can share the design load on that, but again, that'll be another video coming down because we'll do it for them. Reversing camera. It's a reversing camera, plus it also keeps an eye on the back of the van while they're towing, which makes it look really, really good. As I said with the front, this is just a cover on the rear window, pops open, so you've got like a little annex over the top, and there's a window back here as well. As we come around this side, obviously has a really nice long annex all the way along. Obviously that's going into the van. Put a door in here. The door leads to a nice shelf, which is really good because that way you don't have to keep bringing tables in and out if you do a short stop. Put your stuff on that. Nice wine, cheese platter, 2 chairs, look at the sunset. There you go. Sounds good. Should try it. Put that away. 10 amp outlet, obviously, for anything you have there, like a toaster or anything else, if you're doing longer stays. 2 12 volt outlets using a Nava plug. TV antenna, which is connected to the back end system and everything else, but again, that's not used. Small door, cartridge for the toilet. Toilet's just in line here, and so is the shower, so it's a wet head. Lock that up nicely. Again, same thing with the windows. Top's been replaced, bottom's got to be replaced. This is the other half of the trundle that goes through. And you can see there's a lot of storage room in there, which is really good. So let's head on into the van. So as you come into the van, they've got 2 doormats, obviously, because they like keeping their van nice and clean. Everything within the van has been changed over to LED lighting. Besides these are still the original. It's like a fluoro. Old antenna still in the roof and everything else. It's a really nice old van, lots of wood. So we've tried to bring it up to spec for them without actually changing too many things and keeping everything as it is. Dishwasher only runs on 240 volt. Sorry, washing machine. I always get those two wrong. Nice small wine rack, and yes, none of the wine falls out of it. It's all anti-skid mounted and everything else, and is bolted to the side of the van, so it's not going anywhere. They've done a fair few trips with that, and as the feedback is that no wine has popped out. They've done a little bit of off-road as well, and again, nothing has actually popped out. Nice bench tops, single sink, filtered water, mixer tap. We changed that for them as well. Gas cooker, 3 gas, 1 electric, 240 volt only, not inverter based. Gas oven and a small gas grill. Nice neat spice racks. Again, we put that in for them. Obviously you've got the air vent. Behind this, obviously we're just not going through it because it's their personal stuff, so we won't go there. This is the fridge that they've changed to. It's a refrigerated unit rather than a 3-way fridge, so it only operates on 12 volt and 240, which works really well, especially when you're going up north. Up north, you don't get any issues with 45, 46 degree days because it's refrigerated. Okay. Victron system, indicator for your 3 tanks, switch unit for your hot water system to run it on 12 volt, UHF radio, Kenwood system. That was all put in by us as well. 4-way vent system for when you're traveling. It allows, as it is at the moment, it's old, so that's got to get changed out as well. It's the old tin version. The new ones are all plastics, which is really good. Obviously this is locked on vent now, and if you push that you get a fair bit of air coming through, which is really nice. This is usually when you get strong winds and rain, and then when you're traveling you lock it closed. Okay. Stereo system and everything else. We have a Air Commander Ibis 3 in the van. So far worked really well. Obviously filter and everything else that you can clean, etc. going through. Microwave. Now they've got a 3 kV inverter in the Caravan. The plugs are actually identified as inverter, so there's never a confusion as to what they can and what they can't use when they're using the inverter off-grid. Really good idea. You're not blending anything, so you don't have your headache of electrical stuff, because it's still 240 volt, but it's different. If you come down through here, cupboard space, more cupboard space, kitchen cupboard space down there, and if you come around this way, we'll show you the shower. Right, nice big shower, nice big toilet. You can swing a dead cat in it, which is really good. LED lighting in there, and then obviously up here you have your vent with your exhaust fan, and that was just replaced recently as well due to the old one dying in time. Now if you're looking at what I'm looking at, I'm 6'3", I've still got about another 3 to 4 inches above my head, which is really good for caravan height. Okay. Now if we swap sides, obviously that's the annex side that we were just looking at a couple of seconds ago. Nice big double bed, more cabinetry around. Another 4 seasons vent up here, just above the bed to make sure you get some nice airflow going through. 240 volt plugs on both sides. They have asked for a couple of inverter plugs put in there as well, so they can run obviously their charging gear and everything else off inverter. And then if you walk around this way, we put a nice big TLC screen up there for them, so they can watch videos and, you know, stream to it and everything else, because it's all friendly. Obviously your fire alarm, which is mandatory in all caravans and everything else. Again, all the lights at the head of the caravan have got LED in them, so you're using minimal voltage. Fluoro uses minimal voltage anyway, it just tends to get a bit warmer, but these are going to get upgraded soon, so we shouldn't have any issues doing all that business. So if you like the video, please like and forward it on. Subscribe, hit the bell icon so you get notified of any new videos coming out, and look forward to seeing you in the next video.